Hi guys, welcome back to MTB or Math and Travel Vlog. So in this video, we're going to discuss another set of topic in mathematics, which is all about finding the inverse of a function. So I have here 4 examples to be shown and to be solved in this video. So for number 1, we have the function f of x is equals to 2/3 x plus 1. So how to get the inverse function? As we have discussed in the previous video, we have to follow the 4 steps. The first step is we have to change the functional notation into y, and we have to simplify afterwards. So we have here f of x, so we have to change this f of x to y, so it will become y is equals to, then we have copy 2/3 x plus 1. So afterwards, interchange y and x, in which y becomes our x and x becomes our y respectively. So interchanging x and y, it becomes y. Y becomes x and x becomes our y plus 1. Then afterwards, express the function in terms of y, or get the value of y. So we will just going to interchange left side and the right side, so to maintain the sign. So we have 2/3 y plus 1 is equals to x. Then again, we have to express this one in terms of y. We have to make sure that variable y will be the one will be left in the left side. So in the left side, it should be y, or it is only y will be left. So we have to transfer all variable to the right side. So we have 2/3 y is equals to x. Then we have to transfer 1, positive 1 to the other side, it will become negative 1. Then again, we have to make sure that the left side will be equal to y only. So we have to remove the fraction 2/3 here. So to remove the fraction 2/3, we have to multiply both sides with 3/2, or we have to divide 2/3 y, 2/3 here. So we have, or just simply multiply to make it easy. So 2/3 y is equals to x minus 1. So again, we have to multiply both sides or the entire expression with 3/2 to cancel out 2/3. So it will become 3/2 times 2/3 y is equals to 3/2 x minus 3/2 times 1. Okay, so we have 3/2 times x, then 3/2 times 1. Next is we have to simplify this one. So 3/2 times 2/3, so we can cancel out the fraction 2/3 and 3/2. So the remaining variable in the left side will be y, or expression is equals to y, and at the right side will become 3/2 x, that is 3/2 times x, it will become 3/2 x, then minus 3/2 times 1, that will become 3/2, or 3/2. So since we already expressed this one in terms of y, or we already simplify this one, so this is already the inverse, and we have to write this one in the inverse notation. So our original function is defined by f of x, that is the notation. So you will say that f inverse, or inverse of the function f, is equals to 3/2 x minus 3/2. So this is already the inverse of the function using the notation for inverse. So f to the power of -1. So this is the notation, meaning to say you have to read this one as the inverse of the function f, or f inverse. So let us proceed to example number 2. We have here g of x is equals to x minus 8/3. So again, change the functional notation into y, or replace that one with y. Then afterwards, we have to solve for or I mean we have to interchange y and x. So y becomes our x now, and x becomes our y. Then afterwards, we have to express the expression in terms of y. So interchange left side and right side. So no sign will be changed since we just simply interchange both sides. Now, so in order to simplify this one, we have to cross multiply. So x is automatic over 1. So y minus 8 times 1, it will become y minus 8 times 1 is equals to 3 times x, that is 3x. Then we have to simplify y further. So we have y minus 8, that is y minus 8 times 1. It is still y minus 8 is equals to 3x. Then afterwards, y is equals to 3x plus 8. Where did we get 8? We just simply transferred negative 8 to the other side. It becomes positive. So because our purpose here is to make the left side as y only. So that is why, since the remaining variable in the left side is y already, so this is the inverse, or we have to rewrite this one into the inverse notation. So since the given is g of x, so the inverse of the function g is, we have equals 3x plus 8. So this is already the final answer. So again, g inverse or inverse of the function g is equals to 3x plus 8. So let us proceed to example number 3. We have p of x is equals to the square root, cube root of x squared minus 4. So mind you, negative 4 is not included in the cube root symbol or in the radical symbol. So we have to be careful with this one. So the first thing that we are going to do, change the functional notation px into y. So replace the functional notation with y and then copy the value of the function minus 4. And then afterwards, interchange y and x. So y becomes our x, and then our x becomes our y, then minus 4. Afterwards, we have to express the expression in terms of the resulting expression in terms of y. So we have to transfer or interchange left side and right side of the expression is equals to x, and there is no sign will be changed since we simply interchange the two sides of the expression. So we have to express this one further, so or simplify further. So y squared, cube root of y squared is equals to x. If we are going to transfer negative 4 to the other side or to the right side, it becomes positive 4. So our goal is to make the left side, or the right side, the left side as y only. So we have to remove the radical sign and so also with the exponent, which is 2. So the first thing that we are going to do here is to cube the both sides so that we can eliminate the cube or the square roots, the cube root symbol. So we have to cube both sides. So y squared cube is equals to x plus 4 cube. So always remember that whatever you will change on the left side must also be applied to the right side. So that is why, since we raise to the power, since the expression is raised to the power of 3, so that our purpose is to eliminate the cube root sign, the same thing that we did in the right side, we also get the cube of this expression. So let us continue. So the cube root of y squared raised to the power of 3, or the quantity of cube root of y squared raised to the power of 3 is y squared only, because the index and the power will be cancelled out, so the radical sign will be eliminated, is equals to x plus 4 to the power of 3. Now our purpose is to make the left side as y only, the remaining variable will be y only. So we have to remove or eradicate and eliminate the exponent, which is 2 in here. So we have to square root this variable, and we have to apply also square root in the right side, since we are going to get the square root of y squared so that we can eliminate the exponent, which is 2. So square root of y squared is equals to the square root also of x plus 4 to the power of 3. So we have here now square root of y squared, that is only y. So then in the right side it will become x plus 4 cube. So since this is already expressed in terms of y, so we can say that this is already the inverse, and we have to write this one in the form of inverse function. So the given function is in terms of p of x, so we can say that the inverse of the function p is equals to the square root of x plus 4 to the power of 3. So this is already the final answer. So let us move to the last and final example in this video. We have q of x is equals to x minus 5, the quantity of x minus 5 raised to the power of 2. So again, we have to change the functional notation here into y, and then after changing or replacing the notation for function into y, we have to interchange the variable x and y respectively. So it will become y becomes our x and x becomes our y. Then afterwards, express the function in terms of y, or the resulting expression in terms of y. So just simply interchange the right side and the left side, so no sign shall be changed. Then afterwards, simplify so that in the left side only y will be left. So we have to, in order to eliminate the square here, we have to square root that quantity. So square root of this one so that we can eliminate the exponent 2 is equals to, again, whatever you applied in the left side should also be applied in the right side. So we have to get the square root also of x. Now, so we have square root of the quantity of y minus 5 to the power of 2. So we have to rewrite that one, y minus 5 to the power of 2, that is times 1/2 is equals to the square root of x, because square root of because if you are going to rewrite this radical symbol into exponential form, it will become 1/2. So that is why we can cancel out 1/2. So the remaining expression will be y minus 5 is equals to square root of x. Or to avoid confusion, square root of the quantity of y minus 5 squared, that is y minus 5. I just simply showed to you how we arrive at y minus 5 here. So let us continue. Our purpose is to make the left side as y only, so we have to transfer negative 5 to the other side. So negative 5 transfer to the other side, it will become positive 5. So the inverse will be y is equals to square root of x plus 5. So positive 5 is not included in the square root symbol. Or we have to write the one in functional inverse function notation. So since q is the letter used here, so we have to say q inverse, or the inverse of the function q is equals to the square root of x plus 5. So this is already the inverse of the function q of x is equals to x minus 5 squared. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something about the explanation I provided based on my capacity to explain the concept on finding the inverse of the functions. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on my channel. God bless everyone, and thank you so much.